Welcome to the land of Suya, Mai, and Puff, and the very unnecessary argument on who actually does the best jollof rice, where we actually have a new president on the block. I am talking about the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Since his inauguration to power, there has been a lot of fast-track issues happening. A lot of things have taken place. One of them is the fuel crisis. The inauguration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had sparked uproar with the fuel hike by a staggering 276%. Within just mere 24 hours of his inauguration, that is a groundbreaking Guinness Book of Records. This meteoric rise in expenditure is leaving a multitude of car owners stranded and grappling with unanticipated financial woes. As a result, the working population is now left stranded, facing woes that they never actually anticipated so soon. And now we are beginning to think outside the box on ways to go to work, leading to an upstick in lateness readjustment of budget. The second thing also is that Abuja took a step backward in art and creativity with the demolition of UTC shopping complex by the Federal Capital Authority administration. As the sun was beginning to rise on a quiet Saturday morning, a group of determined individuals known as the Joint Task Force of the FCTA descended upon the bustling shopping district of UTC. With swift and decisive decision, they blocked the entrance of the UTC, leaving the owners in a state of shock. And in addition to the shock, despair. They pleaded, but despite their pleas and protests, the authorities refused to let them retrieve their precious belongings. The once vibrant and lively areas has now been reduced to rubble, a ghost area devoid of life and business. What a tragedy, what a sad thing. The shop's owner now were left to pick up the pieces for those who actually found them of their shattered livelihood, their hopes and dreams crushed under the weight of a bureaucratic indifference. That will unfortunately be coinciding with a new government, even if the new government is actually not aware of that. That's not just the only strand, the only series of demolition that actually associates itself with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Even the former FCT minister, El-Rufai, known as the Demolition Master, ended his reign with a bang, tearing down building to celebrate transition from government. Nasi created a memorial of the transition of government or from government with a countdown within countdown of his departure from the governorship of Kaduna State by giving a green light for the ultimate stage of dismantling properties. Just imagine the possibilities that could have been accomplished with the over 20 million naira that was allocated for demolition of the IMN property in Kaduna. The subsidy, the demolition may not have been primarily been drafted by the government of Tinubu, but the outcome of them will be forever associated with this transition, the early days of his transitions. And what do you think the impact is on the workforce? If anybody will forever remember Tinubu's transition, it was the workforce. I'm going to mention 4 things. Increase community expenses, seriously have to fork over for more money for gas, for fuel, for petrol. It's like the uniform just came down to make our life harder every day. This is such a frustrating and unfair situation that could seriously put a strain on people's budget. Actually, it has put a strain on people's budget. Imagine you having to buy fuel 195, you buy fuel for 540, 276% increments just overnight. The second thing is because now 276% of your income has to be allocated to fuel and transportation. Sadly enough, some employers are going to start feeling the pinch of those pesky fuel costs. They may be forced to make some tough decisions. Either they'll have to start paying their employers in monopoly money. Sorry. I mean to say that they are going to have to start rethinking about salary, cut back on benefit and other perks, like taking away the office coffee machine or jack up the price of everything they sell or service they offer, which will invariably affect the workforce. Sorry, just coffee machine is not going to be taken. It's just a metaphor. And the third thing is attraction and retention is going to be affected. As recruiters, as employers, as human resource person, we know that rising fuel expenses will impact organizations and companies' ability to attract and retain talent. That is true. Why? Because transportation expenses are a crucial factor that candidates take into account when considering job offers, as that form part of cost of living. This might inevitably become a point of discussion during salary negotiations and reviews as well. Well, maybe the HR guru in Nigeria should probably start thinking of advising on how we can actually start hitchhiking to work. No, so that was just on a lighter note. But all joke apart, the serious issues at hand. Because when transportation to work is being affected, when cost of living is being affected, what that means is that we are likely as well to see a situation where we begin to see increased mental health issues. The truth is that we were not expecting all these shakes along Tinubu's transition to power. Nobody anticipated all of this thing to come so soon. And so because these were not anticipated, a lot of persons are going to have to deal with issues and situations they were actually not prepared for. And this is going to have a lot of weight on the mental state of the workforce. What that means then is that for employers need to also start thinking from a human side of things. If your employee comes late to work, this is not time for us to be very rigid on tardiness and timekeeping. If an employee calls and says that they are not feeling well, let's try to create a code, a culture where each person feels that they are being valued as a person, not as a robot. Times are hard, and it's no time for us to start doing the hard aspect of human resources, but we need a more person-to-person HR leadership, organizational leadership, instead of management. All that being said, I just want to say that just keep holding on. Whatever thing comes in life will one day pass away, but the tough people always stand. Be cheerful, stay your ground, stand your ground. You are the hope somebody's looking for. Once again, my name is Anselm, your career breakthrough sidekick, your happiest HR, and I am looking forward to see that you're able to overcome these mental states that you are going through and become stronger on the other side. Once again, I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye.